That's not technically not making out. It's just more of a little affection.
Let's get into it. 1, 2, 3. Let's get some more. Clap your hands. Some more. Just get some more.
Well, hello and welcome back to your favorite public access whiskey review show, My Whiskey Den, where craft whiskey is king. And this evening, leave your spirit fingers alone.
Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Hit the little bell if you want notification of when new episodes come out. And as usual, Monday nights are usually a live night. Don't forget.
That is very, very true. And today we are going to have something. When we talked to the owner just a couple nights ago, Great Wagon Road Distilling's Rua Single Malt, finished in sherry barrels and picked by Sealbox. Now, if you're making out with the bottle, you can tell us more about it, because I haven't got to put my lips on the bottle like you have.
That's not technically not making out. It's just more of a little affection.
You've never slipped at some tongue. Okay, that's good. I'm glad it hasn't gotten to that point yet.
Not yet.
So that's the After Dark episode, right?
That's right. Yeah, you got to pay extra for those episodes. So yeah, the bottle is which I like. The labeling is very sparse because it just tells you it's made from water, barley, and yeast. And this is aged, finished for 29 months. Now, what we don't know is, I wish we would have asked Ollie when he was on if this was new make that was put in for 29 months total. I'm guessing so, because I believe that's what the port was. So I'm gonna guess that it was done about the same way. But it was Rua aged in the original 25-gallon barrels, and then sherry cast after that. So I believe the whole time spent is 29 months. But it is, it's 100% organic, non-GMO barley, water that Ollie trucks down from the mountain, and yeast. And he puts his magic on it in the American white oak barrels. But it is very much Rua. But yeah, the color on it, it's just the beautiful red, burnt red on top of it. And I wish I knew more about this for timeline of how it was made.
Well, they did do, like you were saying, when they did stuff, they did kind of one of each, where it was like they took the new make and aged that in like a sherry barrel, and then they also did like a Rua and aged it and then put it in a sherry barrel. Now I'm going to back out and come in because my camera hates me every now and then. So give me a second. I'll be back. I'll be back in a second.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel like I could watch the grass grow, waiting for legs to form on this glass.
I know it is, and the other thing too, which is important. This is a cask strength that's 57% ABV.
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
It is. I mean, it's
it's more Rua on the nose than the port version.
Exactly.
But the sherry is there in spades. But it's not just taking over like the port took over.
No, this is very much a on the nose specifically. It is a compliment to the Rua, and that it takes that Rua wonderful warm pastry that you get, and it's like, oh, and how would you like to have? Oh, I don't know, maybe some cherry filling on top of that.
Yeah, here's some raisins and dates and.
Oh my God. I mean, Ollie, and this is, we've already had Ollie on the show, and well before we ever talked to him, we've sang his praises too. Ollie knows what the hell he's doing. He's making some really nice whiskey.
Yeah. And in a compacted time.
Yes.
Now with, oh my God, what was the name of the still? Started with a B.
Broomhilda.
Broomhilda. Yeah. Now with the departure of Broomhilda, we're hoping it keeps kind of that same kind of flavor profile you get, which I'm sure you can be getting pretty close to it. So I'm not too concerned. But I mean, the loss of Broomhilda is just sounds like an opera, Yeah.
Yeah. This is Christmas fruitcake in a glass.
Yes.
Yeah, because you are getting that nice kind of cinnamon pastry, molasses, kind of cooked sugar cookie, a little bit of icing, like you said, dates and raisins.
Yes. Yeah.
Wow. There's just this. It's an active glass where you.
Yeah, I mean, like, where Rua is, the bear claw with a little bit of filling. This is okay. Now you're going to go to a really, really nice bakery, and you're going to get something that tastes obscene.
Yeah,
and it's just the nose.
It's 1,500 calories for this cookie. Yeah. is what this smells like.
The Wilford Brimley alarm goes off.
Oh, you're getting so much more of the brown sugar and bread notes, and oh wow, ooh,
holy cow, man!
I mean, and where the port, the port is a bomb, and it's a wonderful slap. I mean, it's not violent, but it's just an abrupt thing. This is I would say sensual.
What I would agree. And we were talking about the cast strength limousine rye, where it was like Ferrari-ish, where this is like a couple light flavors, and then I want to say it's just as intense, because these flavors are dense and rich and bold, but there's a second where it's like, whew, like you like all of a sudden you're getting all the stuff happening on like the second half. And it is a little overwhelming to the senses, at least for me on the first cup drag here.
But it's not. But as opposed to the port, where it is more of a violent rush. I mean, this is one where you're like, okay, and then you see the speedometer, and you're like, we're doing $1.50. Like you don't feel that intensity of it,
no.
And you realize, oh, this is a luxurious ride to the top end.
This is like, okay, Rue is your standard Mustang GT. Rue Port is your Shelby version. For me, this Sherry is like be like switching to an Audi R8. You're going classy European high performance, versus the muscle car of American style. So
everything on the nose that I mentioned is there on the finish, and there's almost like a little orange citrus note, maybe like a little lemon hidden underneath there as well too. This has got so many fruit flavors.
Man, this is just
it's really complex. It's making me feel like I'm playing a Rubik's Cube in my mouth with what the hell is all going on here.
But I'm still kind of, it's like the backbone to it, or the foundation to it. I'm still getting all that wonderful kind of pastry notes you get with the Rua.
Yes.
All those classic notes of the Rua are still there, but it's just, you got caked on. There's like fig and dates and raisins, and getting a little bit of a walnut note, and just this kind of a dark fruit jam. All the spices, the really dark molasses. Oh God, this is. Yeah. I think didn't Ollie say something about, for him this was like Christmas in a glass?
Yes,
I agree completely.
And this is this is Christmas in a glass.
And it's the cookie tray of Christmas in a glass. It's not just the one. You have like 4 cookies that were like balled into one, and this is what you're getting. You're getting like two, 3 different like fruit ones, and with like a gingerbread cookie underneath it.
But and here's the thing: none of these notes are out of balance. Nothing's fighting with each other. There's no spikiness to it. It's really smooth, especially at this proof. And I mean, it's like biting into this richly layered cake or cookie or something like that, where you're just getting note after note after note after note. It's all there, but it's just in this wonderful harmonious balance that's just glory in a glass.
Yeah. I mean, that's the style. Of all the things we've had from them. And the thing is, which is normally I would like to covet and not have people go out and go buy that, which I love. However, you need to buy this because Ollie needs to make more. And there's only one place to get his stuff online. They are currently sold out online, but if you can find somebody locally, or find liquor stores in your area that carry it. You know, he named a few states on our stream. I would go back and listen to that, and buy it so he can make more of this delicious stuff.
Start pushing your local stores to carry his stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was gonna say, because once you start getting the base, you start getting the other two. They're almost, for me, they're as exciting as like some of the BTAC collection, where it's like, oh, this is coming out. Yeah. I get my heart gets all excited. You know, I start doing get to the computer now. You know, start punching that shit, because like there is some awesome complexity going on here, and that you're getting out of his stuff. So if you didn't see it, like we said, go back, watch the episode with Ollie Mulligan. Some great information. We're hopefully going to have him on again, but maybe at an earlier time, or record it beforehand, because I feel like we had him up a little bit late that evening, and that wasn't very fair. But that happens sometimes. Where this just plays harmoniously with what else is going on.
It is just beautifully, densely layered, and every time you go back to it, you're finding something else on there, and nothing jumps out. It's just, you acclimate to it and you find new things. It is just so very, very well done.
The finish is fantastic as well. It's a little bit drying. It's just got all the wonderful notes of the sherry. There's a little bit of a sour fruit tinge to it. Mm-hmm. Get some of the oak in there, but these notes of tobacco leaf, it's just gorgeous. And it leaves you wanting to go back for more.
Yeah.
This, if you were having this around Christmas, after you've already hung out with your family, or after a meal, this could be extremely dangerous.
Whoo! Danger, danger, danger. Unbelievable.
Because I can see you
going down.
I could have 2 or 3 without blinking an eye and just be like, oh, mouthful swallow.
Yes.
Delicious. Let's go back for another one. And then all of a sudden it's 9:30 and you're hoping people will go home because you want to spend some time with this by yourself.
Yes.
But I don't know when this is coming out in the timeline of things. But on July 6th, we will be having Malcolm Phillips on. He's a member of the tribe. I like to refer to him as a whiskey sage. He was imparting wisdom over in the whiskey tribe at a very early time when other people were just kind of getting going and kind of helping spur the movement. And he brought out a 5-point tasting method that I thought was very interesting. So he's going to come on July 6th, the first half of the show, and explain the tasting method. Then the second half of the show, we had our Kilkeegan single malt giveaway. None of the winners can show up at that night. They're all busy. So we asked Colin Keegan to come on, and he said, hell yes, he'll come on. And we're going to do a live whiskey tasting of the single malt, the cask strength, and the apple brandy finish of the Kilkeegan single malts with Malcolm and him. July 6th, big show. Show up, going to be a ton of fun. Because if you have those at home, join along with us, because I find them to be uniquely different between those three.
Yes.
They are different beasts, each and every one of them, and I find that to be truly interesting. So, does anyone else got anything else to plug before we head off the show this evening?
No, I say we don't know when where we're at in the timeline, but July's going to be a busy month.
That is true. July will be a very busy month. So the 6th, after that's the 13th, then we're going to have Single Cast Nation on. We're going to be talking to them. Mike's hooked that up. And we'll be doing a live tasting with them too. We're going to have three of their whiskeys that they've released, which I'm giddy about as well. So we'll be doing that at the 13th. Then the 14th is the Maddie Gladden giveaway. We've just announced some of the winners. I'll flash them up on the screen here. And 2 of them we got their addresses. 1 we don't. We're working on getting the bottles out to them so they can either come on the show, which they can. We can have 10 people on. So anyone who has Maddie Gladden and wants to come on for that tasting, we'll be able to pull you on with us, Alan and Jolie, and talk about that little spunky release that they have. I was going to say it's going to be pretty interesting that night. It's going to be a history lesson and a tasting. So we're doing kind of about 3 of these kind of packed into a tighter area. We hope to bring more stuff like that to you. So
yeah, you get French lick on there, it's going to be hella fun too. So
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
So from our den to yours, it's not the size of the den that matters. It's the love of whiskey. So cheers, everyone.
Cheers.
Have a good 4th of July if that's when this timeline
Let's
works.
get into it. 1, 2, 3.